Alright, so gonna add a new segment to the channel, the whole channel. Maybe I'll make it its own channel. Who knows? But it's gonna be called somewhere along the lines of the Fit Guy's Kitchen. I don't know. Came up with it on a whim, so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna start off with something easy and something that I do almost, okay, not that often, but sometimes I get bored. So, you're on a macro diet, you're on a bodybuilding diet, you're on I don't care what diet you're on, and it's time for whatever then, the protein shake. Now, you know, you can get Rocky Road protein, vanilla protein, chocolate protein, cookies and cream protein. You can get any type of protein in the world, but no matter what type of protein you get, eventually you get sick of protein shakes. So, throwing out the protein shake because I don't want one tonight because I'm still hungry and want something more substance. And I'm going to make something simple that's quick and easy and sticks along the same guidelines, but you can actually eat it. So rather than drinking your protein, you're going to be eating your protein. And what's better than breakfast for dinner? So we're running it down, but I'm going to show you guys how to make protein pancakes. I make protein pancakes several different ways. This is going to be an easy way of doing it. All you need is egg whites. You can use whole eggs. Just use an actual egg. You use about 1 egg white, maybe 2 egg whites. But 1 egg white does the trick for 1 serving. Protein powder. I'm going to be using Rocky Road because Rocky Road is a fantastic flavor of protein. Cinnamon, optional if you like it. Baking powder, essential. Sweetener, to your liking. And just a dash, a little dash of almond milk. Gonna weigh it all out, but that's it. That's all your ingredients. Your main ingredients are gonna be almond milk, eggs, baking powder, essential because it's your leavening agent, and then your protein powder. And then you can use any pan you want. My brother bought this little funky pancake flip thing. We're gonna use it. This whole thing shouldn't take that long. Also, the whole process will take under 10 minutes. Take under 5 minutes. But I'm gonna run through it now. I always weigh out my protein because that's the only way to be accurate. Get it to the grams, the right scale, make sure it's zeroed out. Because this thing says 2 scoops, some would say 2 heaping scoops, 2 rounded scoops. But either way, 31.5 times 2 is 63. Am I right? We're going to say I'm right. We're going to say 63. My math isn't good. But rounded scoop, so let's see. We're going to have 1 scoop is, I got that to 37 when it says 1 scoop equals 31. So that's your error in calculation right there. And either way, we're going for 63. So let's see, 2 scoops gave me 72. Hence why I always measure. 65, 63, 64, almost, 50. There it is, 63. We're going to go with it. Look at that. Slip back on. Now hold on. I'm going to grab another bowl. I need a bigger bowl. Because I hate when you mix stuff in a bowl and everything comes out the side. So out with the little bowl, in with the big bowl because bigger is better. You don't have to worry about wet, dry ingredients and separating them. Just put everything together. So we're going to have, you can mix all your dry ingredients you prefer. But again, it really doesn't matter what order or how you mix them. Grab my measuring spoons. Alright, camera person's going crazy. So now we're done with the scale. Don't need that anymore. We're going to go baking powder. I'm going to go 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. It's probably a little bit more if you do actual standard. You don't want to put too much baking powder because then the whole thing just tastes like a chemical. Kind of gross. Gonna be honest with you. Then we're going to go egg whites. Essential. We're going to go with a 1/4 cup of egg whites. Got my 1/4 measuring cup. Fill it. You know what? We're actually going to do an equal part of almond milk. If I can get this thing open. Rather than hurting myself, we're just going to make this easy for everybody involved. There we go. Now we're using our heads. Equal part almond milk. Splenda. Splenda you actually put into taste. I normally just go with, I literally don't even measure this. Honestly, I just go with, this is a third of a measuring cup, but I don't use a full third. I sprinkle it on. That looks good. Because Splenda has essentially no calories. It does have less than 1 carb. So it says 0 calories because they can actually write 0 calories because the calories are that low. But at the same time, if you put in a ton of Splenda, you're going to start accruing some calories. It's just how it happens. Because being less than 1 gram just means that it's less than 5 calories. Or less than 4 calories, so. Either way, that's that. I gotta stop saying either way so much. Mix this. Yep, spilling out the sides here. Add cinnamon. I add cinnamon. Cinnamon's actually really optional. If you don't like cinnamon, you don't want to put cinnamon, you don't have to. Normally I use the vanilla gold standard protein, and that with cinnamon tastes fantastic. Never actually tried Rocky Road with cinnamon, so that'll be fun. But hey, around the holidays, you gotta add cinnamon to everything. Just like an essential must. And that's it. That's your batter. That's your pancake batter. Depending on if you're on a diet, you're not on a diet, then you could, that depend on what, wow, that actually lays out what you can actually add to this if you so choose. You can add PB2 to this. It's the peanut butter taste with less calories. You can add fruit to this. You can add chocolate chips to this. You can top it with whipped cream, which I like to do when I'm not dieting. But either way, tastes fantastic. I think it tastes fantastic as is. But yeah, let me tell you why too that the baking powder is super essential, because this is your leavening agent. I've made it without baking powder, and you can try it yourself. Make it without baking powder, make it with baking powder. If you make it without, once you're done with it, first of all, it's going to stay flat almost the whole time. And then once it cools off, it's going to flatten down even more, and the whole thing's just going to taste chalky. It's going to be like really tough to actually eat. So at least with this, it makes it a lot more airy, and it feels like you're eating more substance. And especially when you're on a caloric deficit, that's key. So just like maximizing the volume of your food. But then we did all this too. Well, let's see. A protein shake would have been just this protein, double everything, 2 grams of fat, 6 carbs, 48 grams of protein. So we're still gonna have all those macros, but now we've just added about 5 to 8 grams of protein to that, and then no fat, no carbs. And then with this being, we'll use a 1/4 cup. We added about, no, that being a 1/4 cup too, we added about 5 grams of protein. This will be in a 1/4 cup. We've added about a little less than 1 gram of fat, less than 1 carb, and less than 1 gram of protein. So didn't really change the macros by a hell of a lot. Splenda, we don't really factor that in unless you use a ton. We're going to use a non-stick cooking spray, buttered flavored. Again, 0 calories. Baking powder, 0 calories. So essentially, we added about 5 more grams of protein. That's measurable in macros. Everything else is pretty much substandard. Then, not even a full 60 seconds later, they're ready to flip. Another thing with these cook really fast, because there's not really much to them. I mean, it's protein. You don't have to cook the protein. The only thing you have to make sure it cooks through is the egg. So as long as you don't see it super liquidy, then it'll be good to go. Now, second time around, we're actually going to Pam spray both sides because I'm not the smartest guy, so you're going to want to Pam the final side. But either way, just repeat the process. healthier, something a little bit different, then you can add vegetables to well, vegetables, that would be disgusting. You can add fruits to this, which would probably be a lot better. See, I have the dinner, like, mindset, but my heart's set on breakfast right now, so pancakes. But the piece of resistance, if I may, that you cannot forget, Walden Farms pancake syrup for the win. Because I'll be honest, their best product definitely has to be this pancake syrup. You can get it in other flavors. Original is I put this on everything, literally everything. Like Frank's Red. People put that. Yeah, this is my. Literally 0 calories, no fat, no carbs, no protein, no sugar, no fiber, no saturated fat, no trans fat, no cholesterol. All this has is 95 milligrams of sodium. The only thing this has, ingredients, the main ingredient is triple filtered purified water. So, and that's my first time actually reading the label. Caramel color. So for this, you know, so if you want to measure it out, feel free. But for me, there you have it. So again, in under 10 minutes, I believe it was under 10 minutes. We'll do the time after and see how long it was. It's probably a lot longer than 10 minutes. But that's because I was laying it all out, describing what everything actually was. If I was to get this done, I normally get this done in 5 to 10 minutes, and then it's done. But I'm going to go and eat this. I already know it tastes awesome. I've had it before. You know what I'm actually going to do now? I'm going to cut it. Just so we can look inside. It's like, you can tell, like, if you make it without the baking powder or baking soda, it's not going to be spongy. It's going to be very hard. Now it's actually spongy. Look at that. A whole stack of pancakes. Because why not? So, I haven't made it with Rocky Road protein, and it's fantastic. So a lot of people say, how do you eat healthy all the time? Or why do you always, like, eat healthy things? Like, because honestly, I prefer healthier foods half the time. It's because it's all on how I make it personally. This is how I make pancakes, and I prefer these pancakes over regular pancakes 95% of the time. But yeah, okay, you can't really compete with regular pancakes. Pancakes are pancakes, you know. But these are actually really good. So for me, it's a healthy substitute. I don't crave pancakes all the time because I make my own rendition of pancakes. Pancake syrup. Even when I do have regular pancakes, I can say this honestly. If I make my own pancakes, I put 0 calorie Walden Farms on it. I mean, if I'm eating regular pancakes, God knows I've committed to the unhealthy already. So it's like, why not just full out do it? Because it just tastes. If you haven't tried it yet, definitely recommend it. If you're watching calories, carbs, whatever it might be, I definitely recommend it. Or if you're just looking to make a change in your household, like just a small minor change, definitely try this. I think it comes with a label when you buy them, and it says if you use this, you save like a certain amount of calories. Switch and save 330 calories a day. Lose 34 pounds a year the Walden way. So if you eat 330 plus calories worth of syrup a day, yeah, I guess that's questionable. Nobody really has maple syrup every day. But just to make a minor switch, try this out. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but at least you tried it. But I'll tell you right now, you'll probably love it. Most likely. I do, and it's what I'll continue to use. So, wrapping it up, because now I'm just blabbering and wandering on. That's my protein shake for tonight. A stack of pancakes. So I'm going to eat that, devour it, be done with my macros for the day. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and have some breakfast. Thanks for watching the first episode of Fit Guy's Kitchen. If you have any suggestions or anything you want to see me make or make healthier, then leave it in a message, comment below, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for watching.